Hello, welcome to another episode of the Bourky Cabinet with AJ and
Jessica.
Today we have new riff. Not just any new riff either though. We have the new Riff Balboa Rye.
So just a mental reminder that New Riff was founded in 2014, so it has not been around super long or anything. They are located out in Newport, right down the street from the Newport Aquarium. Like, you can throw a rock and hit it. Yeah, we've talked about New Riff before, but don't worry, there's gonna be plenty more where those came from. This Balboa Rye is something that they have slowly been trying to incorporate into their mainstay lineup. So it should be a lot easier to get a hold of as time progresses. But yeah, no, we'll just get ready for this. I think this is our, funny enough, fourth bottle of this.
Yeah, I think so.
Fourth? Yeah, okay.
Sounds about right.
If I remember correctly, I want to say the first time it was released was in 2020. Was it 2020, 2019? Somewhere between 2019 and 2020.
I think 2019, because it was before the pandemic. For sure, because I'm pretty sure we didn't take one out on our trip, did we? Oh.
Not one of these, just regular. No, we took the single barrel, yeah. But yeah, so let's just jump right into this one. I don't want to cheers you anyways.
This has a lot in the smell.
So much going on.
First and foremost, alcohol rub, main ingredient.
Always and forever, there's going to be alcohol rub with this one. You get so many weird fruit flavors off of it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
It like almost burns my nose a little bit.
Yeah, that one did burn me a little bit. It just has such a unique smell to it. I mean, you get the wheat, but you also get like this almost prune kind of smell to it. You never had a prune? This is what I meant by our last video with the age statement. Just kidding. Has a really nice fragrance though.
Yeah, all I can say is that it smells different besides like the little bit of alcohol rub that most of them always smell like. This one actually smells pretty good besides the burning sensation.
This one I actually get that alcohol rub, otherwise I wouldn't be burning the shit out of my nose trying to smell it. So yeah, I feel that. And you can smell those sweet notes, but it's not a usual sweet note that you would anticipate from a bourbon at all, because like I mentioned, I mean, like, it's got a lot of fruit forward smells to it. So the sweetness that you get are from those fruits, not from baking spices or caramel or any of that sort of stuff. It's literally just fruit. Fruit, wheat, and corn. Like,
it's nice. That's all I know. It smells nice.
Now let's go.
There's so much going on here, but it is so good. This is why New Riff is my favorite.
But you guys talk more about what you're tasting.
So, okay, sorry. So, I'm going to try to do this the best that I can. Please bear with me. It tastes good. It tastes like there's a lot going on. Okay, so for me, when you first like sip it, it has like a lot of flavor behind it. It's kind of like a fruity-ish flavor. A little bit of fruit of something. I'm not sure what. You would think that it's going to try to give you like a burning sensation, but it like doesn't. Like it kind of fools you. It's like, I'm gonna get high. Hey, we're friends, right? You like this, right? So you will get fucked up off this. That's all I know. Is like, if you will probably want to keep drinking it because it's good, and then before you know it, you're laying upside down in the bathtub somewhere. It's good though. It's really good. I love it.
Well, all right. We established the fact that you loved it.
Did we? Just so y'all know, I love it.
So for me, first off, I know you haven't, but for those of you out there that have, had a mixed berry tart. Initially, that's what I get. I get it's just like eating a tart, with a little bit of raspberry, blueberries, some strawberry, a little bit of plum maybe. I mean, it's just very fruit forward in that aspect. Then after that, you get a little bit of a cinch from that rye that's in there, but it's not overbearing, and it's not what you would anticipate from any sort of rye-based drink. So that aspect is really nice. It plays with the palate very well, especially like differentiating from those berry flavors and everything. So it's really nice to jump from the one aspect to the other. But then on that backhand, like to mellow out those rye notes, you get a slight, ever so slight bit of the maltedness out of it, like a little bit of malt, and I feel like that's what helps like alleviate those rye spice notes on the palate. Now, I will say, when we first got the first couple of bottles, I drank, not by myself, obviously, like with him. I drank through the first 2 bottles, questioning the whole time if I liked this or not. Like, I really could not tell the whole time if I actually enjoyed it or not because of how unique it is and how much of a trip it takes you on. Some notes are good, some notes are bad, and it really depends on the mood that you're feeling that day. So it is a really, really nice one, but it can confuse you all at the same time. But yes, it's a very, very nice one. And I mean, for a bourbon that's, I mean, I guess it's more on the traditional side, but still yet on the younger side. 'Cause for me, the youngest bourbon I've seen was what aged for 1 day, which you have to be kidding me. I'm never going to try you. Like, 1 day is not enough at all, period. And then, but like most of the time you'll see them aged in between 2 to 4 years. This one here is aged at least 4 years, so it can go higher than that. So for a bare minimum 4-year-old bourbon, like, this one's actually really nice. It's a very easy sipper. It's a nice change of pace. Nice mix up to life,
It's great.
Yeah, I know you think
it's great.
All right, so, what's your rating?
9.
He was ready. He was on that. Like, white on rice, man, on it.
Don't want to quite put it at 10 because I feel like there's still better bourbons that I have had. But for something as cheap as it is and as easy as it is to get-ish, worth it.
And he mentioned cheap, and is actually the same price as a regular bottle of a new Riff, basically. Well, a little bit more expensive. It's $50 basically.
So a single barrel.
Yeah, it's the same price as the single barrel. So yeah, if you had to choose between this and the single barrel, you probably want to. My rating. You know, because it confused me for so long and I couldn't tell if I liked it or not, I want to digress my rating a little bit. So like I said, this is our 4th or 5th bottle now of this one in particular. So I feel like my flavor has adjusted and grown to it at this point. Like my own personal profile. I would give it a 6.5, 6.75. 6.75.
I thought you knew how to do, I thought you knew what good was.
Listen, you're biased towards this distillery as a whole.
Not my fault. They're that good.
They are an absolutely wonderful distillery that rarely makes a problem or a product that makes me think that it's a problem. That's what I meant. I mean, they really are phenomenal in everything that they do. Their master distillers know what they should be looking for, and they're great at making those unique flavors.
Hey, New Riff, we need a tour, by the way.
Most definitely. But I mean, I have to compare it to still everything that I've ever had, and
Sure.
my amount massively outweighs yours.
Keeps going.
So from my own personal experience, I'd have to place this at like a 6.75. Regular New Riff would be higher than that if that makes you feel better.
No, it doesn't, because that's better than regular New Riff.
I don't agree. This is moody and choosy, and regular New Riff is good no matter when. Year round, day round, hour round.
I mean, compared to, we've had this 4 times compared to regular New Riff, which we've had 20 plus times.
I was going to say, you shouldn't even, 20 plus in the past year? Because that sounds legit. We drink New Riff so much around this household that, it just doesn't hold a fucking candle to this. But this is a nice turnaround. It's a nice change of pace. Nice differentiality. But let's do our tiny little shots.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Yeah, so we can see how it... Yes, we're going to keep doing this. Gosh, here, I'm going to lay
Wow,
for it.
it's like taking little shots already with this.
No, because I'm sipping this.
I mean, I took my last little bit almost as a shot.
Oh, that's a personal problem. I didn't.
It's not a personal problem. But if you want to, because it's New Riff and you like it, I'll do
it. Look, again, New Riff is great. For a newer distillery, their products are phenomenal, and the differentiality that they have been putting into their barrels has been wonderful. They have jumped and touched all sorts of different aspects in the bourbon world, and they are hitting it like they're on point. So I feel that this one is just so weird. It's just so weird that you just gotta want something different. You gotta be like, you know what? I'm sick of the norm. I'm sick of the normal taste in bourbon. They're all different, sure, but they're all basically the same. You want to jump out that box. This is gonna jump you the furthest away from that box without touching any other whiskeys out there. And
yep, absolutely.
I mean, it's an enjoyable experience. It is. But again, I spent 2 bottles confused. And I get I'm blonde, but I don't like to be confused. Or, I just don't know how I feel about something if it confuses me, naturally, because I'm confused. So, that's just the way it is.
I don't know which one you want. See, almost the same.
Almost, but I feel like you get more of the grain out of it that way than the berry. You get more grain than berry. Because whenever I sip it, I get a lot of berry. Like that berry tart that I mentioned earlier. But taking it as a shot, I get actually like grain. Like grains.
Yeah. I guess I kind of did. It almost tasted the same to me. Which is delicious.
It is still pretty good. So, yeah, if you can pick yourself up a bottle of this, by all means, go right on ahead. It is really, really good. But again, all new Riff products are. That first video that we did, that was that weird minty shit. Like, that was just a choice by the person who picked that barrel. So...
yeah, this would probably be more consistent.
Yeah, but if you choose an actual newer product that they themselves will put out on the line without somebody else, then you know it's going to be more than likely a good product. So 10 out of 10 recommend, but still, what did I say, 6.75 in my book?
Whatever. 9.
All right.
Anyway, so that'll do it for today's episode of the Bourky Cabinet. On the next episode, we still have a lot of bourbon to go through. We've even bought 3 more bottles of different things since the last few videos. So we have a lot to go through. I'll probably post them somewhere so that way you all can see the new additions that we've added. Like I said, it's 3 new additions. So those will be posted, and then we'll try to vote on the next one. So, until then...
Ciao! Matane!